we've got biased questions. Okay, it says that some questions may use language that people can associate with emotions. So how much of your time do you waste on Facebook? That's not a really good way to ask that question because some people may not think of that as time wasted. Okay, I probably need to change that to Snapchat because y'all don't really do Facebook anymore, right? How much of your time do you waste on Snapchat? That's going to kind of throw people off when you ask the question that way. Okay? Yeah, see? You're offended. So instead, maybe I should just say, how much time do you spend on Snapchat? Okay? That's not going to have the bias in it. Okay? How about this one? Do you prefer the wonderful math class or the boring Shakespeare class? I'm putting bias into that question to start with. I'm implying that the math class is better than the Shakespeare class. Okay? But hopefully your answers better be math class. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right. Or some questions, listen please, some questions may refer to a majority or a supposed authority. Okay? So let's look at this question. Would you agree with the NCAE that teachers should be paid more for earning their master's degree? So that has bias in it because it's referring to this supposed authority of the NCAE. It's saying, well, the NCAE has this opinion. So do you share that opinion? That's got bias too, because it's going to make you think, well, if they think that and they're, if they're in authority position, then maybe I should agree with that. It may affect your answer. Okay. All right. Or it could just be phrased awkwardly. Do you disagree with people who oppose the ban on smoking in public places? I'm going to be honest. I would have to read that question about 3 times before I knew exactly what my answer is because it has double negative in it. It's got disagree and oppose. So it's like, okay, well, I don't know. I really got to think about that. Do I disagree with people who oppose a ban on smoking in public places? Okay. So you want to avoid language that can be confusing when you're creating questions. Okay. There can also be bias in our samples. That occurs when one or more subgroups of a population are either overrepresented or underrepresented when conducting a survey or experiment. So you have to have random and fair selection. So if I was trying to, just looking at this class right here, we've got a majority of guys, right? We've got, 5 girls? And the rest of you are guys. So if I was trying to conduct a survey and I just used you guys, then the female population would be underrepresented if I was just taking the survey from this class. So I don't have random and fair selection if I'm just using y'all to represent the entire population of the school body, because there are a lot more girls than just what's in this class. Okay? One way that could happen is if a survey is voluntary. People voluntarily turn in a survey. Well, you're going to have some people that are going to turn in every single survey, and then you've got people that aren't going to turn in anything. Trust me, I know because of you guys. So if it's a voluntary survey, that has bias in it. Convenience. Convenience has bias if the questioner just stays in one place. So if I'm trying to survey the student body and I'm just standing in front of the cafeteria, there's bias. Because do all of y'all go to the cafeteria every day? No. Some of you don't. So some of you wouldn't even have the chance of being selected because you don't go to the cafeteria. Or, here's a better one. What if I stood in front of the media center? Hardly anybody would get chosen. Exclusion. That's when you purposefully only ask certain people because you're trying to get a certain result. Underrepresentation, not getting 1/6 of the population or at least 30 people. You don't even have enough. Non-randomness. Okay, it's not random. You call the first 5 people on every page of the phone book. You're not giving everybody a fair shake. What about all the other people on that page? It's not random. Self-selection, people choose their own groups. That has bias. A lack of double blinding. We talked about double blindness the other day. The sampler knows which group or product the person is selecting, so that can throw some bias in there. Okay. So, a person asks, do you prefer delicious pancakes or cold soggy cereal? That's biased. You're putting opinions in people's minds. Asking people shopping at a farmer's market if they think locally grown fruits and vegetables are healthier than supermarket fruits and vegetables. That's bias, because they're already shopping at the farmer's market. Clearly they think that those products are probably superior. A survey about whether or not teachers who earn their master's degree should be paid more is sent out to all teachers in North Carolina. That's biased. They're asking the people about their home pay. That's biased. Okay. We've got bias with our questions. We've got bias with our samples. There can also be errors when we summarize the data. There's no causation. We talked about that at the beginning, causation versus correlation. It could be affected by something other than that is what's being studied, so you have to be careful with that. Here's an example. Frogs with no legs are deaf. Well, that may very well be true. But do you really think that it's because they don't have legs that they're deaf? No, there's no causation there. It's probably because if they were born without legs, then they've got a lot of health issues and defects, so that's probably why they're deaf. There's no causation of an accurate population. You apply your results to the population incorrectly. So let's look at it. This is the biggie. Just because 85% of this class likes math, it doesn't mean that 85% of all students at this school like math. I can't take a survey of just you guys and apply it to the entire school, because you're not a random sampling of the entire school. You're in math class. So there may be some bias there. All right. I'm not going to worry about that there. Okay, so